I didn't think I would like country as much until I moved to Montana.
Right.
My mom loves country.
Hey, Billings, we're back. Kicking with Leif on 98.5 The Wolf. Good morning, everybody. It is 7:19 a.m. on the 19th, hard to believe, 19th of January already. I don't know if you've looked at the weather forecast brought to you today by Damian Forrester with EXP Real Estate.
Hey.
So Forrester Group. High today is going to be 13. It is right now, it looks like it is approximately -2. So we're going to heat up a little bit. But the good news is we're going to be climbing out. Tomorrow is a huge heat wave. Tomorrow, high of 37. The water's going to be running down the street. Holy cow. Sunday, 42. Monday, 37. After that, it goes 39, 40, 39, 38. And by my birthday, just in case I didn't tell you guys 16 times yesterday, the 27th of January, it's going to be almost 50 degrees.
You always neglect to tell us how old you're going to be.
Yeah, that's funny how I forget that. It's
Right.
interesting. I don't know how that happens. Anyway, Damian's in the house. Damian Forrester, everybody. Forrester Group, Real Estate and Sacred Grounds. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
We were just commenting on that tie. That is amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
I gotta zoom in on that thing. Look at that.
Thank you.
And they call that, what'd you call that?
That is the Eldridge.
The Eldridge knot. How long did it take you to learn to do that?
Honestly, it took me watching the videos a whole bunch of times, 3 minutes, and then eventually, over a period of time, probably about a month. But by myself, I finally learned to do it under a minute.
Wow,
So
that's impressive.
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite tie.
Yeah, it just adds a lot.
It's an eye
to
catcher.
It does. It is an eye catcher because people are like, wow.
Yeah, what's that? It's conversation starter.
There you go, right?
We don't even
Starts
listen
that networking piece right there.
You don't even listen to what he's saying. You're looking at his time.
Okay, up here.
Right. Keep the eyes up, Leif. Keep the eyes up. Well, first of all, thank you for bringing us some coffee today from Sacred Grounds. Look at that, people. There's Jim, his coffee. Thank you for that. And we've got some burritos in the house.
Yes, those burritos are absolutely amazing. We just started bringing those out about a week and a half ago. They've been selling great from Tipsy Cow. I got to give them a shout.
Oh, yeah, they have great food. No question. Well, anyway, today's word, everybody, has changed. So if you want to drop some comments in the Facebook chat, what kinds of things are you looking to change in 2024? What kinds of people, what kinds of topics can we continue to bring to you to help you achieve the changes you desire in your life? So that's what we're going to be talking about. But first off, we're going to talk with Damian a little bit about, let's talk a little about real estate.
Yeah,
absolutely. So I was just going to give everybody a little bit of a little information on you, for those that don't know. I didn't realize you were originally from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, New York. That's where I hail from. That's right.
Crazy.
Born in Brooklyn.
You have a twin sister?
I do.
Wow.
Twin sister.
Where does she live?
She's in Brooklyn right now. The whole family's in Brooklyn. The whole family's originally from Grenada, small West Indian country. And my mom brought everybody to Brooklyn.
I love it.
Yeah.
You got, this is interesting. You have a BA in early childhood education and a master's in information technology.
Yeah.
That's kind of a wide range there.
Yeah. My heart is for the people, but I realized that I needed to make some money.
True story. Founding member of the crew team, Buffalo, New York.
Nobody knows that.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Tell us about that.
1990. Oh my gosh, I'm dating myself now. Right? So a mutual friend of mine in college is like, hey, you ever thought about, what rowing is? I'm like, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I don't know anything about rowing. What are you talking about? And so he said, we're going to be starting this crew team. And for me, I'll try anything once, right? And then I got into it, and we started the inaugural crew team for Buffalo, New York. So those that don't know what crew is, it's just rowing those thin boats, right?
Yeah.
Rowing is the coxswain.
There's a lot of teamwork that goes in that.
There's a lot of teamwork and a lot of strength and a lot of legs and getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning before you go to study.
No, rowing, that's a full body workout.
Oh yeah, it starts with legs, then you come up and. Yeah, it's
the whole deal.
Probably muscle memory. There you go.
Yeah, right.
Probably not a lot of rowing going on right now in Buffalo.
No, a lot of intense training, but
yeah. That's crazy. I was just telling Jim a little bit about this, that you were a bodybuilder.
Yes.
You and your wife did that a couple years ago.
Yeah, about 3 years ago. Probably to date, to tell you the truth. My wife did about 2 or 3 shows before, and she wanted to do one more. And me and my infinite wisdom, I was like, well, gosh, didn't think she was going to do it. Sorry, honey. I said, well, if you do it, I'll do it with you. 1 week later, guess who's on a program to go ahead and start going to 4 months later to get in on a stage to do a show. Right.
No, because that takes a huge amount of sacrifice.
Yes.
I remember looking at you were posting like what you were eating, what you weren't eating, the workouts, and oh my
It's crazy. 2 days, for those that are in that fitness world, 2 days, and then running and the cardio and the weights, and there's different categories, obviously.
Then the nutrition element to it.
Oh my gosh, I got tired of chicken and broccoli,
Yeah.
asparagus.
Brussels sprouts.
But you can say you did it.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, because when I was on stage, I was in my age category, and there was this guy much older than me, and he was built, right? And he looked at me and said, "You got to understand, less than 1% of people in the world would be in your shoes right now."
Right.
And I looked at it, and I'm like, and that gave me that confidence to go on that stage and do my thing, because it was a lot of hard work and dedication, and it was crazy.
That's awesome. Taekwondo, placed second in 2011. So you're in Taekwondo too? Yeah,
I love martial arts. I kind of stopped when I came back here, but in 2011, I went to nationals in New Orleans and placed second. I got first. My coach, he said, "Stop using your right. Stop using the right." I'm using my right. He got me, and so I got second place. But hey, I was happy to be there. It's one of those things, right? Who does things like that?
No, very well. So well rounded. Of course, I know you're. What do they say? Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Once a Marine, always a Marine. That's right.
So thank you for your service for that.
Appreciate it.
I know you have a big passion for veterans and helping out our veteran population. Real estate coach as well, which we'll get into. We're going to talk a little bit about Puerto Rico, I think. You were in Belize over COVID.
Yeah. That 6 months, we were like, we need to do something, and because we're a very active family, and we love to travel, and my wife found Belize and fell in love with the people, fell in love with our host that was there. It was amazing.
Nice.
Yep, there could be worse places to be during COVID.
Could be. Right.
When I was during COVID here, I was like locked in my house. Let's see, my house or Belize? I don't know. That's a tough one. This is interesting. We've been talking about the Do Better Group. We've been talking about diversity, equity, inclusion. The first Black realtor and broker in Montana.
Yeah, and thank you for mentioning.
It's crazy. That's hard to believe.
2005 when I got here. I got my license in 2005. It probably took me about 3 years to want to think about looking into that, right? And then when I did look into it, and I did my research and talked to a number of older, experienced agents within, the state, they said, yeah. I was like, that's something. 2005 though, I couldn't believe it.
In some ways we've come so far, in some ways we've got a long way to go.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I'm sad, but but
broke the barrier.
And there's many others out there throughout the state, which I'm really excited and would love to get a hold of, just to reach out and say hi.
Absolutely, I love that. Century 21, then co-owner with Keller Williams from 2012 to 2016. Opened EXP Realty, Realty 2016, and then do you now manage 295 brokers across the state?
No, 2004 is bringing me into Damian 3.0. 2.0 was 2023, where I decided in January, I needed to start thinking about my health, because I was burning. I was burning it at all ends. I was getting sick. There's a lot going on. I wasn't taking care of myself and my family because I was worrying about other people's problems,
right?
Which I love people, and I love helping and giving and doing what I have to see people grow. But there was a point that I had to decide, do I look at my family? And because someone said, what's more important? What's them or your family? And I was like,
good point. Good point. Yeah.
So I decided to resign from the position. At that point, we had 295 agents I was brokering across the state. And now I'm rebranding myself in 2024. And because people knew me as real estate, and then I started falling off a little bit. So I'm back.
I love it. So this is the 3.0 version?
This is the 3.0 version.
3.0, baby.
It's all about connecting people. That's what it is.
No, you've just been a huge advocate, a community champion. There's everybody that knows you, loves you. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about you. I mean, and I see a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so now to add the sacred grounds piece to this, it just seems like it almost, I don't want to say it completes the puzzle, but in a lot of ways, it probably does.
It really does in a lot of ways. The Sacred Grounds Coffee Shop, it's all about inclusivity, culture, art. If we're talking about, physical art, or if it's, a singer coming out. But just a bunch of people to get together in a nice, safe place to have a great time. Enjoyed. If you mentioned, I heard you in the, I heard you before 3 hours, and I was like, yeah, why not? I mean, our seats are comfortable. Come in, hang out, enjoy yourself, stay, and meet and connect with other people.
No, because I go to a lot of coffee shops that conduct business, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not slamming on any other shop, but most of them, they got hardwood chairs. It's cold. It's a little sterile. I couldn't stay there for 3 hours. I'd be freezing. But when I go there, I think I told you, I walked in there with my 30-inch monitor the other day. I said, "You okay if I set this up?" They're like, "Okay, if that's fine. Whatever you're doing is all good." And then Mackenzie, he was laughing at me. He's like, "Well, sometimes you're sitting at your computer. And then I see you go over and text and sit on the couch. And then you go find another couch. And then you kind of wander around." I said, "That's the beauty of this place. It really fits my ADHD. I can move around. I can do my thing, and it's okay. It's a safe space." So I love that.
Thank you.
You just got to charge them some rent.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. Oh
Come
my
on
gosh,
in,
it's
enjoy.
So funny. Too funny people. Hey, Billings, we're gonna run to a break here in a minute and talk some more with Damian. But like I said, think about the word change. What kind of change do you want to make in your life, in your world, in your family, in your finance, in your fitness? What is that? We want to continue to bring you people, places, events, anything to really help and empower you to really make those positive changes in your life. We don't talk a lot about resolutions, but we do talk about positive change, positive lifestyle change, positive habits, anything that we can do to continue to help you grow in your journey of change, hope, wellness, love, all those kinds of things. We'll be right back. Kicking it with Leif, 98.5 The Wolf.
Awesome.
Can I give you a burrito? You want?
Still, yeah, for sure.
Baltazar, great food yesterday, brother. That was awesome stuff. Don, good morning. What kind of positive change do you guys want to make in your life? Today's word is change. Now, these are great burritos.
They are. I'm really. You ever I think when they first opened that first year, I think they still have it. They have a challenge, a burger challenge. I tried that. I got like 5 bites in, and I was like, holy crap. Because they mound that thing with fries and burgers literally this big.
That's a lot better than that chicken broccoli, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Those days.
How many calories were you eating a day on that? Well, probably quite a bit because you were lifting pretty heavy.
Yeah. And mine was, the category was called physique. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to do bodybuilding, but I didn't have enough mass on me to get there.
Sure.
So I did physique, so I had to slim down and cut up really good to get on stage to show up the Ripley ripples and all that happy good stuff. And then that lasted probably about a year.
Right.
And so that's probably my change this year.
There you go.
Yeah, love it. But not that extreme.
Amanda says, "Leif, you have food again. Why are we not sharing?" That's funny. Rick Hagenbart says, "Good morning, Damian."
Hey, how's it going, Rick?
Let me see what we've got here. 1, 3, 6, 4. Hey, Billings, we're back. Kicking it with Leif on 98.5 The Wolf. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you're off to a great start to your day, whether you're getting ready for school, getting ready for work, just having coffee and chilling out, whatever it is you're doing. We hope you're off to a great start. We're having a great conversation here with Damian Forrester, Forrester Group Real Estate, and talking about all the things that he's been involved in, which is it's a lot, man. You've got a lot of life experience behind you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate hearing that because I'm one of the guys that I like either starting stuff or being part of something.
Yeah,
you know.
No, absolutely. No, I think I remember you spoke at that Do Better group last time, and you're like, I'm watching, I'm listening, I got things I'm doing. I'd love to dive in, dive out, but he goes, but then you're like, if I get totally involved, my wife is going to kill me.
Yeah.
Because she'll be like, one more thing.
Yeah, I got enough on the plate.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's talk a little bit about real estate. Obviously, there's at least from me, I would say an outsider's perspective, but certainly from a consumer's perspective, rates have been, they're still comparatively, relatively speaking, still not that high. But compared over the last couple of years, it seems high. I do know I put a bid in, an offer, I guess that'd be an offer on a home, maybe a couple of years ago. And I was like one of 100 offers that same very day.
Right.
And so we were bidding against a ton of, it became like a bidding war. This house went for like $100,000 more than it probably should have, but that was the market. So it's worth what somebody will pay for it, right? But now that has changed. So what do you see in the real estate market today here in Billings?
I got some numbers here because I know a lot of people like stats, right? And with those numbers, just looking at the average price in 2022 was $374, right?
Wow.
374. That when I first started in Billings with real estate, 2005 was $165,000.
Right.
We're talking about a little bit, we're double that probably in just under 20 years. 2023, $352,000. Right. And so we don't have the averages right now for 2024, but that's still a lot of money for Billings when you're saying I think their average income is about $63,000, so that's a lot of money. And so with the interest rates right now and where they're at, people always ask me, is it the right time to buy? I will always say, and I'm going to take off the realtor hat. I'm going to say, why not? I'm going to put the investor hat on.
Sure.
It's always a good time to buy, regardless of interest rates, just because those interest rates will either eventually go down. You can refinance, right? That's an investment property for yourself through building your future, right? But yeah, the market right now is kind of crazy. With the interest rates around 7.5 right now. I mean, some people are complaining. I definitely get it. But
they're comparing it to when it was like 2 and 3.
Yeah, but let's look at, I don't know, 1988 or something like that. I mean, I wasn't buying a home then. But I do understand that we're looking at 13%, right? So with the market, eventually it is going to have to be a turn.
Sure.
With Billings real estate, I mean, if I had these stats in front of me from what I looked at this morning, you would see that graph going like this. It's going down, right? But it's going up. It's constantly going up. I mean, so there's always an opportunity to purchase, invest. It's always a good time to buy. Now, it's not for everybody, of course, because once again, there's a huge down payment. So you got 20% at a conventional. You have 3.5% FHA loans, and for the VAs, it's nothing down except for your down payment. All right, not the the down payment, but of 3.5, but not any other fees.
Okay.
So Billings MLS right now, the way you look at it with active listings, I remember right before 2021, you're probably looking at more than 1,800 to 2,000 homes on the market. Right now, actively 646.
Wow.
Actively
That's a third.
Billings real estate MLS right now.
So why is the inventory so much lower now? Because people are trying to cash in, saying, "Hey, I'm going to throw my piece out there."
Why is it so low? You mean the market, the no homes on the market?
Yeah.
Right. I'll use you for an example.
Okay.
All right. Let's say you were ready to buy a home, right? In this market right now, with your interest rate, you don't have to say it, what you paid and what it is right now, you're almost doubling your mortgage payment.
Right.
Why would you want to move? I'm not trying to be negative Nelly here, but that's a lot of
replacement cost.
Yeah, it's horrible. I mean, some people say, well, I can't build right now because it's not even the rates on the material at this point. It's just crazy. A lot of interest rates are killing a lot of people.
I did hear this morning that someone from the Fed was, the chairman, were signaling that there's going to be a slight drop in rates in spring.
Right, and there has to be. I mean, I
want to stimulate the economy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and the thing is, right now, I mentioned this in a post on Facebook a while back. It's if you don't buy right now, what do you think is going to happen when spring comes? Mm-hmm. Interest rates will go low, which is great, right? But there'll be more homes on the market, right? What's going to happen then? We're going to have more buyers on the market.
Goes back to that bidding war.
Which goes back to the bidding war, which means that $350,000 home right now that we're complaining about on average might be $375, close to $410. Who knows? So it's a fickle thing, real estate, you know. It's
Probably very fascinating for you to try to dissect and try to project
I
and speculate, and but it's fun.
it's hard. It's hard, but it's fun, you know. You know, so you know, even right now, looking at Yellowstone County, I mentioned there was 646 homes. Yellowstone County alone, 395. Now, let's listen to this. Billings area itself, 347. All right. The West End, 193. Heights, 62 homes. South End, 14.
Really?
There's about, over 100 and something thousand people, 117 or whatever, in Billings. I think I saw the stats this morning, about 64% are actually homeowners. All right. And those that are looking to buy and or move, there's a lot of money and there's a lot of people out there that are still there to buy homes.
Sure.
But look at how many homes there are in the market.
Right.
It's crazy.
And
That's crazy.
That's why the rental market is so nuts.
Oh man, I
Holy
can't believe
smokes.
what they're doing. I mean, and you know, all there on the West End, I drove through some of those places. You would think you're in Reston, Virginia, looking at these poolside luxury. It's crazy,
Right.
you know, and they're doing it right. But how much really are you paying for it? You
Right.
know?
Well, to your point about the rental piece, our friend April Beach, we all know April. She says buying versus the unstable rental market. She says just buy. Landlords are raising the rent on a whim, giving 30-day notices so they can sell. I always preach great programs like the first-time home buyers program here in Billings as well.
Preach, April. Thank you so very much. And that's another good thing. Should I buy? Should I rent? Buy all day.
Yeah.
Buy all day. If you have it and if there's anywhere for you to do it, even if it's gift funding, hard money lending, I mean, there's a lot of ways to go around to try and purchase a home. Definitely talk to your realtor, definitely, and your lender, especially.
Well, and you want to find a realtor and a lender that are educated, and that's how you obviously study this thing morning, noon, and night, as I can tell by the stats you're putting out there.
Well, definitely gotta know the business, and as long as I've been in the business right now, that's what was one of the first. How's the real estate market? And people always ask me that. I'm like, it's great. It is. Even right now, the market we're in right now, it's still good.
I love it. No, really good information. Again, we've been talking with Damian Forrester here with Forrester Group Real Estate, and also with Sacred Grounds, talking all things real estate. So your advice is, if you can buy, buy.
If you can buy, buy. Yeah, regardless of where that market is, if you have the opportunity to find a piece of property right now, go ahead and do it.
Just do it. Bite the bullet.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
What's your opinion with the Bozeman market? And we talked about
Oh
that.
my
Great
gosh.
The average,
Right.
the average
We're-
home here in Billings, you said
Yeah.
350, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. I used to have a lot of that data with me when I was the state broker, but right now I would gather to say you're looking at average home price about over $800,000. You know, where people that have modest homes. I remember it was 2005, 2007 when that home that you don't have any yard in was on average $400,000, right? And right now there are people that are leaving the city because the taxes are high. Their infrastructure is not as solid as it should be because they have so much people coming in,
Right.
you know, and
Can't keep up with the growth.
you can't. People are living in trailers, you know, and just hijacking public facilities.
Right.
What are you going to do? You can't really blame them. A lot of it. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. Gosh, I hope Billings doesn't do that.
With that deal. Obviously, great people watching. A couple comments about the Bozeman. Love the Bozeman market. Some more comments about change. People are saying they want to make some positive change. People are talking about growth. They want to be a better human, less judgment, more encouragement. I've been a mom for 32 years, always been a mom. Not that I want to do more, but I want to do more, not selfishly, but thoughtfully, focused on herself and to smile more. I like that.
Yeah.
That's an important thing.
You know, something about change is hard.
Oh boy,
Right. It's really hard. But with changing is like, I put an analogy of drawing a bow. All right. In order to move forward, you have to move back. Right.
Okay.
So you just go there and you put as much pressure and strength as you can. Well, some of those are easy right now, compound.
Right. Right.
And then you accelerate and you go. And you need that accelerant, and that's what that is, that change right there.
No, I'm glad I love that analogy because you're so right. Because people, they say the two greatest fears of it's a humankind of people. So one is the fear of public speaking, and number two is the fear of change. we all have a comfort zone. We
Mhm.
live in a bubble. We like things the way we like. We like to eat the things we like to eat. We like to go to the place we like to go. But we really want to go and stretch ourselves to move forward. We've got to regather, refocus, re-rally,
Yep.
find out what it is, the positive changes that you want to make. And so I love being around people like Jim and Damian because they push me to be better. We all want to push each other to grow and make positive change in our world. Anyway, Billings, we're going to bounce to a break. We'll be right back. Kicking with Leif, 98.5 The Bull.
Good section.
That's some great, fascinating stats.
Brett Cavley.
Yeah.
Brett, how are you, buddy? One of my musicians, poor thing. She went to the old location.
Nope.
She's on.
Ah,
So you're pretty happy with the way things are going at Sacred Grounds right now?
they're awesome.
Seems like it.
It is. I mean, and you know, one of the biggest things I wish we had was a drive-through.
Oh, sure.
You know,
Sure.
but you know, even without the drive-through, we're doing pretty well.
Good.
The snow and cold is not helping.
Right.
Oh my gosh, it's kind of ridiculous. But I mean, overall, every time someone comes in there, it's a new experience for them, and they see it, and you know, it's a destination spot.
Big time.
You know, and it's nothing. Leif, you've been around.
Yeah.
You know, and like you said, I'm not knocking any coffee shops. I know a lot of those guys
Yeah.
and gals, but I tell you, we have a different, unique space there.
That's
You know,
amazing.
just
What was that space before?
Pierce Lighting.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
So,
That's big. It's what, 5,000-6,000 feet?
Yeah, a little under 6,000 square feet. It's a lot of space. So I mean, it's coffee, retail, event space. We have this is great. We have a party today. This evening, she's having a birthday party for her 80th birthday. So I'm looking forward to.
That'll be cute.
Yeah,
Nice. Oh, nice.
yeah. Mackenzie already set that up last night, but it looks great.
All that event space is that's a I don't know, I want to say a game changer, but that's a nice addition to
It
what's there.
is. It is. You
So
know.
gotta
And,
go check that out.
yeah,
So,
please do. I mean, once again, we're probably not for everybody,
sure,
right?
Sure.
But at the same time, too, if you give us an opportunity and a chance, you'll see. You know, people say they walk in and they just feel love.
Yeah, no, it just feels
You know, that
comfortable and
energy.
warm and welcoming.
Yeah.
I had Rachel Dealer, if you met Rachel yet, but she's a breathwork coach. And so I invited her over there, and just so happened when she came, I was there, and I asked Mackenzie if he'd give her a tour. And she's like, I'm in love with this place.
Yeah.
I know all about it now. It's better than I ever anticipated.
you know, it kind of surprises me the amount of new construction.
Uh-huh.
When you've had these other buildings that have either been vacant and, you know, it could be repurposed or remodeled.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. There's tons of them out
But
there.
new construction popping up everywhere.
It still
you know,
is. Like there's one I built with Todd Brown.
Oh, yeah.
And he has a development up there that's going in, and I still can't believe how it's other builders in there too. It's on 48th and King. It's going to be a bunch of townhouses.
Oh, sure.
But my God, I just the growth out there is crazy, and they're still going, which is good. Which is good. I do want to talk about this project that I want to work on
Okay.
with Sacred Grounds.
Okay.
For high schoolers.
Okay.
Yeah. Trying to get it off its feet.
Yeah, I was there the other day. There were some little kids in there in the little book area. It was funny because I could tell when they got there, they were a little rambunctious.
Yeah.
And they just settled right in and playing with
Yeah,
the books. And
that vibe I
was
tell
like,
you.
yeah, it was
You
really,
know.
you could tell that the parents were like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's that vibe. We have and what we like to, we love having the kids there because at any given point we can throw on a movie. You know.
Mhm.
You know, just throw on any of our network accounts and
Mhm.
just put a movie in, and even if no one has anything to do on a Sunday, Thursday night, or
Right.
what random, and they call, just say, "Come on, Ed, we want to watch a movie." Sure, let's go.
I love it.
You
I
know,
love it.
that's
Flexible.
yeah, very, 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 very flexible. Excited.
Amanda, great comment. She wants to grow personally inside and outside. I like it. Joette, how are you? Good to see you the other night. Brett, how are you? Mary, Tina, good morning. Megan, Ryan, Hans, how are you, sir? Bill, how are you, my man? Ashley, hello. Cody, good morning. April, hello. Good to see you all. 40 seconds.
All right.
Man, these burritos are good.
Well, I wish I could say thank you. I'm just provided. I'm just.
Well, no, still. Thank you.
But yes, no, of course. We got a couple of
You
events
taste
coming
a
up
lot
too.
of burritos on the
Mhm.
show. Holy smokes.
It's crazy.
Oh
20 seconds.
gosh, got a bunch of events. Oh my gosh, where did that come from?
Hey, Billings, we're back. Kicking with Leif, 98.5 The Wolf. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you're off to a great start to your day. We're having a great time here. I'm having another breakfast burrito, more coffee. Life is tough, isn't it, Jim?
Super tough.
Then I got music. I got a private concert coming in here in a little bit. This is a tough deal. Sam Painter says good morning to Leif and Jim.
Yes, sir.
I love
Morning,
that.
Sam.
Another person dropped some comments in here for the change piece that we've been talking about, making positive change in your world and in your life. My friend says, I would like to reach more people and donate more within my community. That's a great one. I like that one.
That's great.
That's a good one. Good stuff. Okay. Anyway, we're back with Damian Forrester, talking all things. We've been talking about real estate. We've been talking about all kinds of great things. You want to shift gears and talk a little bit about Sacred Grounds? About that
Yeah,
project you're
yeah.
talking about?
Got a lot of things going on over there. And so many people know me, as a real estate guy. And I just recently opened with the help of Mackenzie Brown, Sacred Grounds in mid last year, that is. And we have a great space. And so we have a lot of things coming up right now that I just want to hint on.
Love it. Let's do it.
Some I can't really give a lot of names or companies or anything,
Sure.
but these are projects that we're looking at that we're really excited about. One, which is a very, it's hard to even say something without, if you have them words out there too, I probably shouldn't be giving that to you. But one project we have coming up is the Renaissance Festival. So we're going to be exclusive coffee provider for the Renaissance Festival in Red Lodge. Ren Fen, and in North Park. And so it's going to be, they're actually going to have a space for us. It's called the Sacred Shire. All right. So we'll be doing coffee there, and we'll have a number of booths around us, so it's our own little space within the Ren Fair.
Are you guys going to be wearing costumes?
Thanks a lot. Yes. And from what I understand, if we're there, I have to learn King's speech, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, they just call it that because it's that whole medieval thing.
Yeah, it's the whole medieval thing, and it's a lot of learning
The
with Sacred
Grounds.
Grounds.
The word chainmail, the whole thing.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to go there. But yeah, a project that I'm looking to get started with, I'm really excited about, and the high school principals are in very much support of it. So the public high school. So we're talking about Skyview and West End and West End Senior. And so what I want to do at Sacred Grounds is have a karaoke contest for the high schoolers. So we'll have a trophy, a very large trophy.
Okay.
And so it's a a traveling trophy. So we would have it once a month at Sacred Grounds. And we'll have the 3 high schools there, and it's a battle and competition of your voice and fun and having a good time. So we'll have a plaque at the coffee shop. So every month we'll have the winner there,
Kind of a traveling trophy,
right? And then they take the trophy and they bring it to their high school and have that sport.
That's a great idea,
right?
That's a good, healthy thing for kids to do, right?
And that's the whole reason. With a lot of things, a lot of tragedies.
Oh my gosh, awful lately.
And first off to the families and friends out there. But a lot of tragedies, and knowing, high schools are sitting in shields and parking lots of churches and, all hours of night, doing whatever. This is an opportunity for kids to come to a safe place, to bring their parents and just cheer each other on and have a great time. It's all about bragging rights too, So who knows, maybe the choir might come up there, maybe somebody with no voice at all, but just coming and just have a good time. So that's something that I'm looking to put together here in the next couple of weeks.
I love it. I had the called Kickstand, the Tricycle Trio. They're a 3-piece jazz band out of senior high. They're two of them are seniors, one's a junior. And they've been in my studio, they played some music, and they're so talented. There's so much talent in these students in these schools, and so what a great outlet for them to be able to share that, right?
Yeah, I think that's one of the best things that we can do. So that project's in the works right now. We do have in March coming up, we're already thinking about St. Patrick's Day.
It's right around the corner.
So we're going to have March 16th, locally produced foods and services and readers and practitioners. So we'll have those updates coming in. Have you ever heard of Go Unite?
I have. That's Kristen Cataldo Hoyer. That's her.
Hoyer, yeah, that's right. So January 26th, 27th. Actually, no. What's the Saturday? It's this Saturday.
Saturday's the 27th.
27th. This Saturday, right?
Oh, this is the 20th.
20th. So the 20th, we're going to have the first out of 3 global grind. So we're going to have not a coffee shop, well, coffee shop of course, but we're going to have a food truck, Mediterranean, and they're going to be there, and we're going to pair coffees and drinks. And so it's if you go to Go Unite website, you can sign up, or if you're a member, definitely sign up already. So that's going to be this week coming, with the first day out of 3 nights. We're starting to do kids yoga at 12:30 on Thursdays. Pretty excited about that. April Beach is doing an amazing job already with the adult yoga, and that's really picking up. It's amazing. And it's that's at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Somatic yoga with Catherine Amelia at 6 p.m. And we have on Mondays, Ren. He does tarot and herbal remedy consultations. And then finally, Jasmine, we have there at 2:30 to 6 o'clock that does readings and life coaching.
Love all that.
We got a lot of things going on.
Yeah, it's like a health and wellness.
Well,
Really
yeah, it is, spiritual health, metaphysical health, physical health, period. I mean, you're right. We're a little bit for everybody, which is great.
100%. No, I was fragging out Catherine, of course. I went over there and she gave me a massage the other day. It was fabulous, great space, fabulous experience. I highly recommend. And so it's just great to have for you to be able to collaborate. I say that word a lot, but it's so important in today's world. And that's really what I see. All these events, you're collaborating with the Ren Fair, you're collaborating with Go Unite, you're collaborating with these, with Catherine and April and Jasmine and Ren and all these things. It's so cool to see, because I always say this a lot, but when I grew up, I didn't grow up in this era of collaboration. Everybody kind of did their own thing and kind of worked on your own. And so now to be a part of a society and a world and a culture and Billings and part of Sacred Grounds, to see that everybody working together. So there's no competition. We're all here to help each other grow and be better.
Well, and that I'm going to just end off here with, that's you talk about having words of the year, right?
Yep.
I changed mine, change, right?
Change.
And that is connection. My word this year is to be a connector of people to people, business to businesses, peers to businesses. You never know what, who, and where anyone can do for what, right?
Right.
So I can be sitting with you, and I'm at somewhere else, and I know a person like that. Or if it's a random client that I know a person like that. If we can all, and that's what Billings is all about. It's amazing.
And we're all supportive of each other.
Yeah.
The community it's a fabulous place to live, work, play, and grow. I think it's fabulous. I love that word, connect. I think you are a great connector. You really do a great job at it. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, because it's great partnering with you on this whole thing. So let me ask you about that. So I know you listen all the time.
Yeah.
And so tell us some of the highlights or takeaways, some of the things you like. And this is not about me, just things you like about the show.
Well, I learned about your show probably about 6 months ago, probably. Sure. And when you first started coming out, I went, oh, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. I never listened, to be honest with you.
That's all right.
Right, because I've been just so busy. And then one day someone said, hey, have you listened to Leif this morning? I'm like, no, what's that?
What's going on?
And then I got hooked. I got hooked because I saw people that I knew. I saw people that I didn't know that I wanted to get to know. I saw things that I heard about the things and events that were happening in Billings. I was like, I want to be part of that.
Right.
I want to get to know that person. You know what? How can I help that person?
Absolutely.
And this show has brought so many. I think I've made 10 new friends. And when I say, not even acquaintances anymore,
right.
Friends because of this show, that I can connect with, that we can help do better. In Billings, Montana, if it's multicultural, if it's just business, if it's just whatever, just helping a human being out.
Right.
That's what I absolutely love about the show.
Oh, thank you. That was what I did not count on. I knew I was going to connect with these people that would come, that I would sit across and interview, and I thought that's going to be great. But then this started happening. Jim gets to know Damian. Damian gets to know April. April gets to know Damian. All these things started happening. I was like, right before my eyes. And then I watched online, and these people will have conversations with each other during the show, which I think is fabulous.
It's magic.
Then they start doing business together. They start raising kids together. They're going to coffee dates together. It's just crazy what's been happening. So we appreciate your support. I really do appreciate what you're doing out there at Sacred Grounds and with real estate. So my gosh. So I know you got a lot going on, but what's one thing you're really looking forward to coming up in your world that's going to be happening for you and your family?
Trying to get out of Billings here, probably hopefully in February, just for a little bit, to get a break, and just decompress and just relax before coming into the new year. Spending more time with family here in February. Not like I don't every day, but more focus on it. But like I said in the beginning or sometime earlier, just connecting. That's one of the biggest things. That's going to be a huge change. Getting more rest and connecting people.
Getting more rest and connecting. That seems like good advice, Jim.
Yeah, it is. Sounds like it's hard to do.
Yeah, I know.
No, I love
The resting part.
Heidi says exactly. Damian perfectly said. Mitch says, I've never met Damian in person, but he just seems like one of the most genuine people in Billings. Isn't that nice?
Thank you, Mitch.
Gosh,
we're going to do coffee, sir.
Amen,
Let's do
brother.
it.
Amen. Well, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for the burritos. Thanks for the coffee. Thanks for you got me a hat.
Yeah.
Gosh, where's that hat?
I think it's out there.
Oh, is it out there? Okay, I'll show everybody when I come back online. But anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for everything you're doing in the community. Continued success, my man.
Thank you, sir.
We'll talk again.
Appreciate it.
All right, Billings, we're going to bounce to a break. Kicking it with Leif, 98.5 The Wolf.